One thing I think the disabled community doesn't talk about enough is us tricking out our rides. Like seriously, let's say that exhibit walks up to you and says, "Hey Brent, I'm gonna get you a brand new wheelchair with plasma screens and stuff." Now obviously that's not gonna necessarily work. The best thing to do is get us more practical stuff. And I'll show you the practical stuff and the thing that's going on today. Cup holder, Amazon. Carry drinks, Red Bull, adult beverages, water, it's essential. A hook, because you're Captain Hook and you say, "Arr, matey." And a cush pocket. And no, this isn't where you keep your leaves. It's just a really nice pocket. It's gigantic. You can order it on Amazon and through their website, I believe. Look at the space in this bad boy. You could probably fit your whole head in it. For real, like, I'm gonna give it a try. I'm just showing the armor-plated footrest because I like it, and it makes me feel like a warrior. WarWheelz, your house is dirty. Why you pick stuff up? I'm getting to that. Don't make fun of me for my dirty house. I have a disability. It's hard for me to clean. Check this out, yo. Tricked out hand rims. Nice vinyl covering that you can add. No, that's not a donut. That's a vinyl covering for your hands so you don't push on metal. Believe it or not. This is the unoutfitted one. I'm going to be outfitting it, and I'll show you the whole process of that outfitting very soon here. So stay tuned for a second. When you're using a wheelchair a lot of the time during your daily activities, your hands get beat up and dirty. That is true. And sometimes it can feel like pushing on something like this when you're pushing on metal. This is what you're pushing on a daily basis. This is a $20 donut that wraps around your hand rim and gives it a nice hug so that it's easier to push on. Aww. Plus you can do hula hoops with it. Watch. I'm gonna try my best. I can. Well, wait, I can do the arm. I'm shooting this with one hand, so let's try it. Oh my God. So let's try. And I'm trying to keep my balance as best I can on my knees. So let's try it. I'm doing it. Can't keep that camera steady. There it goes. Ha! So donut, you will go in your place. Okay? You're gonna go right there on my empty wheel. Empty wheel, amazing rubber donut. Enjoy a time lapse if I can get it set up. Well, there you have it, all put together, ready to go. If you noticed, I was struggling a little bit there. That's very typical for my disability known as cerebral palsy or spastic cerebral palsy. I know a lot of you probably wanted to reach through the screen and be like, "I need to help you, I'll help you," and it kind of frustrated you and it made you feel like helpless. I gotta be honest, I shot it like that on purpose, and I'm not playing it up at all, but I wanna show people that it's not an easy life if you wanna do things on your own and have a disability. You can do things, but it's not an easy task. It's never an easy task. I think a lot of people think that every disability is so cut and dry, and that's just not the case. It's not the case. Everybody's needs are different, and some people even need to ask people for help, and that is totally okay, all right?
I'm in my poses and I'm stretching my neck while I'm talking about this. But
the thing is, I need help for a few things like laundry and just generally like cleaning up around the house when it's a little like disheveled. But when I want something, like I wanted this to be done. I wanted this to be done so that I could propel around properly. I'll show you what difference it makes in just a second, but you want these kind of things done just so that it makes you feel better in your own skin. I mean, this is my body right here, you know, and I want to trick out my body just like if you were to get a tattoo or new clothes, anything like that. I mean, the back of it, I'll show you something in a second. The back of it has these flip down rails, and they flip back up and they flip down. Why is that so important? Well, this is my body, and a lot of people just assume that they can push me, right? And I don't like that. I gotta be honest, I don't like being pushed, just like if somebody didn't want to be touched or something like that. Having these flip down covers like this allows me to say, I'm a little tired. I can reach back, flip them both up, and I'm now telling people, I'm a little tired, you can grab these. Well, I also want to say, even if a chair has handles that aren't flipped down, you should never grab the back of someone's chair unless they exclusively ask you for it. And you can also just ask people for help. You can say, can I help you? Is it okay if I help you? And if they say no, just leave it alone, right? Even if they look tired, they have to fight through things. Everybody does. It doesn't matter if you're able-bodied. It doesn't matter if you have a disability. It doesn't matter if you have some kind of mental issue going on. We all have to fight through something. And that might just be learning how to propel yourself around. But anyway, enough of my soapbox bullcrap. Check this out, watch. Whee! Ow! Let's redo that, hang on. Watch. So, check this out. Whee! Let's show you in, it'll go really fast, watch. I also want to clarify that this video, and I'm walking on my knees, that's how I kind of get around, but this video is not a pity video. I'm not want pity. That's not what I'm looking for. I want disability awareness, because for the longest time, my dad thought, hey, everybody uses those hospital chairs. And he has known me for 33 years that I've been on this earth. He thinks everybody uses those hospital chairs. And then I come home one day and I tell him, hey, Pops, people use chairs like this. And this is how they get around. His mind was blown. My mom's mind was blown. And when I first saw a chair like this, my mind was blown too, because when you think wheelchair, you think uncomfortable, temporary. I mean, it even happens for me. You know, that's what I thought until now. Until I was able to thrive in life by using a device that I definitely needed. That a boy. Well, now I'm gonna transfer into this, and it doesn't ever look graceful when I do that. I gotta be honest. I was doing that just to show you, and I just have to scooch all the way back and leave it like this. Now I'm gonna try to propel here. I've got one hand. I'm gonna have to do this during TwitchCon. Shout out, I'm going to TwitchCon in San Diego. Basically, the propel point has now increased. Because of the thickness of the wheel, you can reach back and propel in the middle all the time, and it's really thick, so my arm is gonna have lots of pushing power. Not that I'm not Hercules already. But thanks for coming on this journey with me. I really appreciate it. And if you'll excuse me, which Bill Nye the Science Guy used to say this all the time before he walked away, if you'll excuse me, I want to test this bad boy out. Thanks for watching. Man, that thing is new. Look how fast it flies. I'm a sword. See ya. Subscribe and like it. It's the best way to get me new wheelchairs.